Hey everyone, welcome back to Training Battles. We're just going to keep moving along with this team, start searching for our opponent. First episode I didn't do too hot, went 1 and 2, and I just made some really big mistakes with the team. Because I am trying to learn how to use this kind of team, and this team specifically as well. Because this isn't normally my style to have these like really set-up-y offensive teams. So we found our first one from Japan's rating of 1632, but yeah, so it's gonna take a bit, but it's always good to it's always good to play with different stuff, which is why I'm using this, because I really want to just play with new stuff, and it makes it more fun and gives me the ability to kind of learn the ins and outs of certain team archetypes or just different Pokemon that I may not be used to seeing. So anyway, so our first opponent here has a QR team of Gengar, Landorus, Incineroar, Bulu, Cresselia, and Como. Again, the Incineroar is pretty annoying just because it's a fake out. But it sounds like, though, usually they always lead Staraptor with this team, like James and Mitchell. So I'm just going to stick to that. Lead this Staraptor, and then I just have to decide which Trick Room's better. So, as far as, the Trick Room starter goes, I'm leaning towards probably Mimikyu, because the Fairy typing is really good against Como. And then dealing with Incineroar, I don't probably need Bulu in this match too much. Wish they have their own. Go Incineroar, Camerupt. I think Reuniclus in the back. Yeah, let's try that. Like, one thing I'm always finding hard is, which offensive Pokemon I want to bring, and but having a short time to figure that out, not knowing, all the individual matchups terribly well. Like, maybe Sakataka is a good bring here. That's, like I said, I'm playing to kind of learn it. And I hope you guys can kind of see that, and hopefully kind of see, like, as I play with it, kind of we'll start to get the feel for it, and just kind of show that, just playing with a team helps you learn it, And I'll probably find things that I might say, like, oh, I think I'd rather have this if I were to, like, mess with the team myself. So alright, so this is an interesting lead. He leads Cresselia. He may be trying to want to reverse his own Trick Room. I think I'm going to preserve the Staraptor here. So I'm going to actually U-turn, because I can't off the Cresselia. And then I'll probably just Shadow Claw the Gengar, just to start getting some damage off on it. Cresselia's not like too huge of a threat. I mean, I could go for Trick Room, but I think I'll Shadow Claw this Gengar, and then I'll probably bring in Reuniclus and like kind of start going for Trick Room that way, and then go for Trick Room with something. He could be leading Cresselia to try and reverse Trick Room, like he might call it here, but he goes for Ally Switch. That's okay. This is why I U-turned, because I'll save Staraptor for like when there's no Trick Room later. And Cresselia is gonna take a Cresselia will definitely be taking a Shadow Claw. So Swords Dance could have been pretty nice. Question is whether I want to go into Reuniclus or not. Because I could go into Camerupt if he I think he's gonna Sludge Bomb, but I think he's just gonna Shadow Ball Mimikyu. Camerupt would put on a lot of pressure, and I could just protect Trick Room or protect attack. We'll go into Camerupt. I'll save the Reuniclus. He just goes for Icy Wind. It's really interesting. So I can understand that play, because he was trying to get me to Ally Switch. So he was trying to get me to Final Gamut into the Gengar. So he breaks the Disguise. Now I think this turn, since Gengar is a pretty large threat, I think what I'm going to do, because he could Ally Switch Shadow Ball Mimikyu. I doubt. Mimikyu couldn't take a Shadow Ball from Aegislash, which leads me to believe it can't take it from this Gengar here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega Evolve Heat Wave, I'm gonna switch out into Staraptor. Let me just get some damage off. I don't think Camerup's like super threatened here. Just because like he could Shadow Ball Camerupt, but you know, Camerupt protecting is pretty obvious. And I definitely could have gone for Trick Room that turn 1. I'm surprised he would have let me do that. I mean, he must not be like terribly worried, but ideally I kind of get this Cresselia just above the berry range and then I can finish it off with something else. So he's going for a Helping Hand. Probably, I'm assuming he's going to Shadow Ball the Mimikyu slot. Nope, he goes for the Camerupt. Interesting. Okay, again, I could have just gone Protect Trick Room. I don't know if he might just be like making some reads here, but okay. Well, since we are Choice Scarfed, I can definitely take out this Gengar. That's what I'm leaning towards. However, I feel like I should preserve Camerupt. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll switch Camerupt. I think I'll switch it out. Start getting ready to set up Trick Room. So we'll switch out into Mimikyu. Oh my gosh, I am such a fool. I keep forgetting about Shadow Tag. Ah, I ran out of time. Man, I gotta... Yeah, I keep playing these Gengars and I am completely spacing... Yeah, shoot, I don't like this. I keep completely spacing Shadow Tag. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I am playing so poorly. This is... Looks... I just gotta remember the Shadow Tag, so... I'm gonna go into Reuniclus. Save the Mimikyu here. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Reuniclus, and... Gosh, you probably could have taken an Icy Land. Well, maybe not. Because Reuniclus can probably take a Shadow Ball. Of course, he can also just double up. Now this Incineroar is such a problem. And I wanted to Brave Bird the Gengar there and protect. So... Yeah, this is really tricky. I'm gonna Earth Power. I'll just Z Trick Room. This isn't gonna go too well. He really just has to fake out the Reuniclus and Shadow Ball. Yeah, that. He didn't really have. There wasn't really much I could do about that. Now, see, I really need to get rid of Gengar because it's just threatening both my Trick Room Pokemon. And now, I also could have set up. There's so many times I could have set up Trick Room. I really just should. It should just be going for it. I mean, if he's gonna let me set up Trick Room, like, then sweet. Like, I need to like take advantage of that. So, all right. Yeah, he's got a pretty. It's pretty straightforward here. He can just like Shadow Ball the Mimikyu. I'm gonna Trick Room. I'm just gonna protect Trick Room. Just on the off chance I survive a Shadow Ball. I don't expect to. So this way I kind of have all my options. So yeah, this should be into Mimikyu. Mimikyu shouldn't survive. It needs max special attack. Yeah, not a chance. This game is over. Oh, ran into two things that I'm really having a hard time with: Incineroar and Gengar, and it's showing. And my serious inexperience with this kind of team is like really showing right now. So he just doubles up the Reuniclus, and that's game. So good game to my opponent. Did a very good job. I'm really surprised he like gave me so many opportunities to set up Trick Room. Like that turn 1, I would just set up Trick Room and especially if I'm U-turning, and that's what I should have done. I U-turn out into Camerupt and then just start firing off attacks. Sagataka would have been helpful too. So, all right, well. Not doing too hot. I'm just gonna keep pressing along. I really want to figure this out, like. So, okay. So let's go search for our next opponent. These games are going really fast too. That one was less than 10 minutes. Alright, so let's keep looking. Yeah, a couple things I'm trying to learn. You know, I really just need to be going for Trick Room because that's what the team's built around. And then on top of that, I also need to like exert. Once I'm under Trick Room, I just need to like get off. You know, just keep going for offense. You know, I gotta stop kind of dancing around and switching around. Like that's kind of teams I normally play, but this one's definitely different. So we got our opponent from Japan with a rate. I didn't see the rating if it was a 17 or 1600. It was one of those, but. So you got Metagross, Zapdos, Lele, Landorus, Tyranitar, and Gastrodon. And this is a very common team running around. It's obviously similar to the one I was using last, but he has the Lele over the Finny and the Gastrodon over the Amoonguss. Gastrodon's probably his best Trickromancer, which I'm not incredibly worried about because I do have multiple ways to hit it. Taunt Lele I think is highly likely. So I'll lead Reuniclus, and I'll have Camerupt Bulu in the back. This Bulu sets up the terrain for Camerupt if I can't like get Bulu to deal with the Gastrodon, then that way Camerupt can. Weakens Lele. I'll have to really keep Camerupt healthy, because that's going to be my big way to hit Metagross. Unless I brought Mimikyu, but... So we'll go with this. Yeah, I'll have to be careful. I'll have to really keep Camerupt healthy for the Metagross. Alright, let's see if we can, like, execute this team how it's meant to be run here. And I'm just going to be going for the Trick Room. And yeah, I'm going to be going for Trick Room, and then once I get it up, I'm just going to fire off attacks. Yeah, so there's Lele and Gastrodon. The two things probably meant to stop Trick Room, because Gastrodon's just slow, and then Lele can taunt. If we could Final Gambit the top of Lele, which wouldn't be a terrible idea here. And then the Trick Room, because Gastrodon can live the Final Gambit. So, but you can also just like simply protect the Lele. Okay, I'm gonna Final Gambit Gastrodon and Z Trick Room, because I don't really care about taunt. I'm getting some damage on this Gastrodon would be good, and then I don't need. Yeah, see, he just protects it. Okay, and this is good because I want. Another reason I went for this because I kind of figured he might protect. I really want Staraptor to go down. I want the free switch into something like Camerupt or Tapu Bulu. Yeah, he does have the 50% berry. Okay, he goes for Ice Beam. So as long as he doesn't freeze, that's probably kind of what he's going for. He doesn't, so we'll get the Z Trick Room up. And that just kind of, it would have been nice to like still have the Shatter Psyche and Terrain for that Gastrodon, but just in the off chance he did go for Taunt. Alright, so we get Trick Room up. Now, I think I bring in Bulu, because Bulu can threaten the KO on Lele, and it'll threaten Gastrodon. And I think in Terrain, Psychic might pick up this Gastrodon. Reuniclus has a pretty high special attack stat, it's like 125. And like I said, I want to, if he has a Metagross in the back, we want to save the camera up. So we'll bring in Bulu. Well, I guess I'll go to the Terrain, but that's okay. Now we're definitely threatening the Lele, which I could see that switching out into something like even like Zapdos. Tempted to Rock Slide, but I'll just go for the Wood Hammer on the Lele. Whatever comes in will just take a lot of damage. And now could be the time to switch into. No, let's just go for damage here on Gastrodon. Yeah, he's gonna switch Lele. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Metagross. It is, but I can Focus Blast should be a pretty decent damage to it because it'll be neutral. And I can... And Superpower is going to do a lot of damage, so this will do a good chunk. He goes for... Okay, he goes for Clear Smog, so he has the Poison move. There's a lot. This actually should... Okay, and this should activate my Berry? No, just Short. Alright, so we should have 3 turns of Trick Room left. I can Psychic Gastrodon, but he might want to switch that out into Lele. Yeah, we got 3 turns of Trick Room. The Metagross is what I'm really fearing at the moment. Tempted to switch out Bulu. And Psychic the Gastrodon. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Because then I can try and keep my terrain control up. Okay. He could opt to protect Gastrodon. He's a Mega Evolving. So he's not switching. Let's see if he protects. He does. Okay. And then Metagross goes for... No, he double protects. Sweet. So now we can easily just fire off a... Yeah, I can just easily fire off Heat Wave here. Although to be safe, I probably want to Earth Power the Metagross. Imagine he's going to switch it out. Possibly into his own Lele. But it'll take quite a bit of damage if he does that. I can't really risk the Gastrodon just getting off an attack. So let's Psychic. Let's just Psychic that to be safe. Yeah, this should be top of Lele. Okay. Maybe switching out. So I probably should have gone for Heat Wave just to get damage off on Lele. Yeah, he's gonna double switch. Let's try and install this Trick Room. Let's try Tyranitar. So this is gonna take a dig at his power. At least. So going for Earth Power there isn't the worst thing. Problem is, I think he can just double protect this last turn. Yeah, that doesn't even KO. Get a little bit of damage here. Oh yeah, and the train that does a lot. Ooh, special defense drop. That's really good. Okay. So this should probably be... Yeah, this is the last turn of Trick Room. So he does have a really just easy double protect here. I'll go ahead and Heat Wave. Switching out's really tempting. Because I kind of want to save Reuniclus. Oh man. I mean, he just double protects, right? I'll switch out to Blue. Just get rid of this train now. Yeah, protect, and then probably a protect from the Lele. Yeah. So here it is terrain. Should help for Camerupt. I'm still confident that this is like a taunt Lele. So I will go for the Heat Wave. I'm thinking about switching Bulu out again. It's just whether I want Reuniclus to take this damage or not. He's gonna, yeah, because he'll just Moonblast. I'll protect Bulu. Well, that feels obvious. Yeah, I'll just protect it in Heat Wave. Let's see. He could just double up the camera up. Okay, he went for the Bulu there. But he did Psychic. So I probably could have switched out into Reuniclus, but this should be a Darkinium into Camerupt. I'd imagine Camerupt can live this. This Camerupt it's fairly bulky, or Mega Camerupt rather. And yeah, he does go into the Camerupt. Wow, barely survive. The problem here is Lele likely survives Heat Wave. Oh no, it doesn't. It's a double KO. Okay. So we still have the issue of Metagross. And the reason I'm not terribly worried about Gastrodon. So his play here is gonna be to Iron Head the Bulu and Scald the Camerupt. So probably what I'll do here I think if I want to let Bulu go down. It's not. The only thing is, I don't think Reuniclus will take a double up. Yeah, you just you attack. I should. If I had switched into Reuniclus, that'd be a lot better. I'm gonna pull the switch though, and I'll go ahead and Wood Hammer. No. I'll Superpower the Metagross. Yeah, he has a really straightforward play here. This isn't looking too good though. Yeah, he got me for that. I should have switched. I'm surprised he Psychic. I thought he might Moonblast, and I really didn't want Reuniclus to take a Moonblast. I guess we're now. So this is going to come down to a bit of a 50-50 here. Downside is Gastrodon probably takes... Like, my own Grass Terrain's hurting, because Gastrodon can probably take the Heat Wave. But I imagine he doubles up Reuniclus. I'm going to call that he doesn't. I'm going to protect. And... Right, Earth Power. Yeah, not a Power Metagross. So I really need him to go after double the Reuniclus here. Iron Head, there's that, and then if he goes for the Reuniclus, awesome, and we get rid of this Metagross. Cool. So we get the 50-50. That was like, yeah, that's kind of what I had to force the late game there. And now Reuniclus just beats the Gastrodon here with the Psychic. So that worked out really well. I can even protect Trick Room if I really want, but I'm running out of time, so I just need to attack. So cool. Yeah. That's kind of what I feel like I had to do is force that 50-50. Yeah, I'll just Psychic protect because I absolutely needed Camerupt to beat Metagross. Without Camerupt, like, Metagross is just gonna win, basically. And but so by preserving it there, I at least gave myself a chance because I had a way to KO the Metagross, and it was on a 50-50 play like that. Because he had to choose one or the other, and the protect Trick Room was the most obvious because if I get Trick Room up, he just loses. So I really capitalized off that there, and got to get KO the Metagross, and going for the Earth Power just didn't risk the miss because I knew Reuniclus should be able to beat the Gastrodon, given how much Psychic did to it outside of terrain. So cool, we get a win there, and sitting at 24. So that game took a little long, so we'll call it there. Call it good there. I think I did that a little. I definitely did that better. It still was hard. Came down to 50-50 plays, or 50-50 call there. I definitely wish I would have switched Reuniclus in a turn sooner, but I feel like that was really hard to do because I really thought he would just Moonblast the slot rather than Psychic, because Moonblast would have done more damage without the terrain, and I didn't want Reuniclus taking that damage. So, but in the end, it worked out, especially Camerupt taking that Z move there. And yeah, so I'll just keep chugging along with this team, go 1-1 today, and see if I can keep improving. I think in that last game, trying to call some of those switches a little better. I think that's just what I really needed to do to kind of run away with that team a little more, or that game a little more, because I was in a really good position early, but you know, he did a really good job stalling the Trick Room and moving his Pokemon around. That was the downside of me going for the final Gambit on the Gastrodon, was I was down a Pokemon, and usually I want to be even or up when I set up Trick Room, because it just takes away their switching options. So he did a good job doing that, and I definitely should have capitalized, but luckily we still made it work out, and I think from yesterday's video, I really learned that I need Camerupt to beat Metagross. Like, Metagross is a real pain. So yeah, and another thing, just trying to figure out which Trick Room setters to bring. There's so many options, and you know, I don't really quite know when Reuniclus is best, or when Mimikyu is best, or even Stakataka. So we'll just keep playing and kind of find out. I know I figured you would have Taunt Lele, so that's kind of why I went with Reuniclus there. But the game before, I really was not sure. So, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure leave a like and subscribe if you liked it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.